Marsha Ziad, your turn. The first one. Why the answer is B?
Okay, the singularity is described as the point at which advances in artificial intelligence (AI) leads to the creation of a machine smarter than humans. So we must change leads.
Why?
O- Okay, so at the beginning leads is singular, is for a singular subject or singular pronoun.
It's in the present and singular. Perfect. Huh?
Yes. If we looked at the choices, we will find lead, which for the plural and it's present.
Okay.
Will lead is future, and are leading is present.
Present continuous and it's in the plural.
Yes, plural.
Yes. Okay. So now you decide that what is the tense from where?
The tense is present because there is.
Bravo. So now we need the present, only the present. So we have present singular and present plural. So now we need to decide that the subject is singular or plural.
The
صح?
subject is plural. Yes,
هي
because
advances plural. So we're going to take lead. Thank you, Marsha Ziad. Okay. Number 2, Dr. Hamza. May you read the question, please?
Which shows lists the most accurate
Interpretation
of the data in the graph.
طبعا من التحليلات اللي انا بفضل احطها لكم بتاعتكم دي المفروض خلاص انتوا بقيتوا اساتذه. المفروض تبقوا انا اناليست خلاص. المفروض اللي انا هحلل الجراف اللي قدامي تحت دوت with I'm gonna look at the sentence before برضه. يبقى انا بحلل الجراف with looking at the sentence. يعني ده graph question مع ان خلي بالكم ان writing doesn't have graph question. بس زي ما قلت لكم ان الراجل ما شاء الله عليه يعني بيحط اي حاجه في اي حته. اوكي read.
When asked how the thought of the machine super intelligence made them feel.
Okay, now there's a graph and we have to look at the graph map key. Like the map key, we have also here a kind of key, graph key. Feelings about super intelligent, that is talk about. Here we have general population. Here we have tech experts. Here we have positive emotion, as you can find for the two categories. We have negative, and here he said due to the open-ended nature of the question, results don't add up to 100%. Okay? يلا قول لي ليه why you don't choose A. Read A. This A, that no change.
Test 2 percent of the
general
population expressed negative emotion.
Just wait. The first one, he said 62% of the general population, this one, expressed negative emotion. That right?
Yes.
Yes, till now it's right. Okay, complete.
Most tech
executives
executives had positive emotion about super intelligence.
Okay, now he said that most tech executives اللي هي الدارك blue had positive emotion about super intelligence. ازاي يا مستر؟ البوزيتيف emotion 51%، النيجاتيف 50. صح؟
ايوه.
طيب يعني المفروض ان الانسر رايت. المفروض ان الانسر رايت ليه؟ لان الموست تك اكزيكتيف هاف بوزيتيف ايموشن او 51% وهنا 50. يعني this answer can be right حمزه. The right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the other because we're not going to depend on one. Why? Because we have a sentence. He said an accurate interpretation. Okay, let's look at B.
Respondents reflected a broad range of views about super intelligence with a seeming balance between those who were excited and optimistic and those scared or worried.
Okay, this I call it a general interpretation. خلي بالك interpretation for any kind of data, it must be with numbers. This is a general one, and even if you read it, you will find that there is bias. في حاجة بايظة فيها. Your respondents reflected a broad range of views about super intelligence with a seeming balance. بيقول لك بقى في balance between those who were excited and optimistic and those scared or worried. لا بالنسبة للجنرال population ما كانش فيه balance خالص. So this is wrong. Let's look at C. Read يا حمزة.
37% of the general population expressed negative emotion, while 62% expressed positive
Positive emotion. أنا بتكلم على general population اللي هو light blue. You 37 of the general population expressed negative. لا يا عم the 37 expressed positive not negative. يبقى this is wrong. نشوف دي.
62% of the general population expressed negative emotion. Executive
Executives
were heavily split on their feelings about superintelligence.
Okay, so 62% of the general population expressed negative, and that was right. As you can find, 62% expressed negative. Tech executives were evenly split. It's a split. 51 and 50 split evenly. They are near to each other on their feeling about superintelligence. So also this right. Now I have to answer that they are right. A and B. A and D. A and D. The problem here that he said the split evenly split وده اللي حصل. 51 and 50 they are evenly split مقسمين. لكن most tech executives فده مش most. السبليت كان افضل مقسمين وليس الموست لان 51 من 50 it's nothing. Clear دكتور حمزة؟
Yes.
Okay. Number 3 and دكتور جنى.
اسمع حضرتك كده.
ازيك يا جنى؟
الحمد لله. هنقرا بقى من أول السنتنس.
Okay.
Estimates are based upon many factors, not at least of which is the continued increase in computing performance. دي هنا verb ing وبعدها كوما. بعد كده eventually reaching as many connections as a human brain but operating much faster.
Okay.
طيب احنا هنا لاحظنا ان احنا المفروض ان احنا عندنا الفيرب اي ان جي اللي هي قبل انكومبانتنج دي.
Computing.
وبعد كده عندنا ريتشنج بط اوبريتنج، فهي دي ممكن تكون ليست ببط، فاحنا هنخلي اوبريتنج عشان نعمل بارل ما بينهم تبقى في الفيرب اي ان جي.
طيب انا معاك في الحته دي وجميل جدا بس انا the first thing that I'm gonna look at دكتور جنى I'm gonna look here okay فهنا operating it's not a verb the gerund operate is a verb in the present.
تمام. وويل اوبريت
Like
ده
plural.
في الفيوتشر وتو اوبريت ده تو الانفينيتيف.
برافو وده الفيوتشر ودوت طبعا برضو it's not a verb ده infinitive ده infinitive يبقى لا اما اقرر ان انا هاخد verb لا اما مش هاخد verb صح ولا لا؟ تمام فاحنا بنقول estimates are based خلاص عندي السبجكت والفيرب اهو based upon many factors not the least of which ركز الكوما اللي قبل هنا لان ده كده not essential not the least of which is the continuous لا ده مش essential هي non essential وكمان dependent عشان في which is the continuing increase in computing performance comma eventually reaching as many connection as the human brain but much faster لا انا مش عاوز verb يبقى انا كده B و C I'm gonna cancel them. طيب هاخد to infinitive ولا هاخد الجيرن؟ طبعا زي ما انت عملتي شفت ان في ليست والليست ده مربوط ببط مع ان بط المفروض كان يبقى قبلها في كوما لان x كوما y كوما and z او بات z فهو عامل غلطه هنا فالمفروض operating. برافو يا جان ثانك يو. يس احمد.
معلش يا دكتور على التأخير كان عندي مشكلة بس ما عرفتش.
ولا يهمك يا احمد. سمعت المسج اللي انا بعتها لك يا احمد؟
دقيقة واحدة بس اسمحها ان انا
لا خلاص مش دلوقتي بعد ما نخلص يبقى اسمعها. اوكي
تمام
يلا.
تمام.
Number 4 Pilot Karim, number 4, vocab. Why we choose C?
Okay, where's the sentence that one? Okay, with the singularity understood, an AI-enabled machine will have achieved cognitive abilities beyond of the most gifted human minds.
So why here you choose in number 4, realized, not understood, not gained, not acknowledged?
Okay, one second.
We are talking here about prepositional phrase. يعني بدأ prepositional phrase with the singularity. Why we didn't say understood? Why we didn't say gained? Why didn't say acknowledged? ليه قلنا realized?
One second.
Okay. طب I'm gonna help you, Karim. Look at the part of the sentence here. هو بيقول ايه؟ An AI enabled machine. Enabled machine will have, طبعا احنا مش عارفين دي صح ولا غلط. Will have achieved cognitive abilities beyond the most gifted human minds. وهنا cognitive means knowledge. Cognitive means knowledge. وما ينفعش
Yes.
نقول فيها acknowledged. الكنولج ما ينفعش نقول acknowledged.
It's only realized.
realized. Okay, دي number 1. بص بقى الحته التريك دي بقى يا كريم. Whenever you have two questions in grammar in the writing after each other, لما يكون في سؤالين في نفس الجمله، ركز معايا يا كريم، سؤالين في نفس الجمله في الاي اس تي، واحده منهم نو تشينج او الاثنين نو تشينج.
اوكي
معايا؟
yes.
يعني واحده او الاثنين نو تشينج، اهم حاجه على الاقل واحده نو تشينج. طبعا احنا ادينا الانسر اللي هيجاوب نمبر 5، لان انت قلت خلاص دي cognitive means knowledge, so the knowledge is not gained. knowledge عمرها ما gained. The knowledge is not understood. The knowledge is realized.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
طب number 5. thank you بايلوت كريم. number 5 انجينير طه. طبعا احنا حليناها خلاص، احنا قلنا على الاقل واحده نو تشينج، بس عاوزين نحلها بقى بالطريقه العلميه.
Okay. We will first look at the choices.
Okay. I have will have achieved this future perfect. Will achieve future simple. Has achieved present perfect in the singular. Achieves present in the singular. Take care. All of them can come with the singular. But A and B can come with the plural also. So now we need to decide that which tense. لو انت عاوز تقول مثلا ان انا اقول singular ولا plural عشان نعمل delete لسي ودي نشوف. فهنا بيقول ايه؟ an AID enabled machines، يعني السبجكت هنا machine singular صح؟ يبقى الفور can be، يعني كلهم ينفعوا. دلوقتي عاوزين نشوف الزمن، وهنا في السنتنس we don't have any other tenses، يبقى نعمل ايه؟ we look at the sentence before. Okay, read the sentence before. These excerpts
believe that superintelligence will then be developed within the following 30 years, pushing the date to somewhere between 2070 and 2110.
Okay, here he said will be developed. Will be developed. The right?
Yes.
Will be developed in the future. Will be developed، بس طبعا دي في الفيوتشر في الباسيف. يعني المفروض will develop. يبقى أنا دلوقتي between future perfect and the future. So we cancel C and cancel also D can be achieved, but cancel both of them. هنا قال 2070 and 2011-10. يعني something that will happen in the future in certain times. نركز. Something that will happen in the future in certain times. لو حاجة تحدث في المستقبل في زمن معين فده future perfect. Clear engineer طه؟
Yes.
Okay. Engineer زينة.
Which choice provides the most relevant introduction to this paragraph?
How we can find the introduction, Engineer زينة?
We have to read the first and the first sentence first.
Yeah, not the sentence that is underlined, the sentence that is after, and also you can read the last sentence. ده عامل زي المين idea، عامله زي little picture لما بيكون للباراجراف. we get it from the first sentence and the last sentence. فممكن نبص على السنتنس اللي بعد واخر sentence. Okay, we read the sentence. Computer scientist.
Computer scientist Stuart Russell has said that success at creating human-level AI would be the biggest event in human history.
Okay, the last sentence.
Nevertheless, it's quite possible that such superintelligence could be the key to addressing the complex assortment of human problems such as climate change.
Okay, now we find what is the keyword. We have creating human level AI, we have success, we have event, we have human history, we have computer scientist Stuart Russell. Here also, we have super intelligence, we have complex assortment, the keywords, human problems, climate change. Let's look at each one now. Let's look at the first one, A. Why we deleted?
Not surprisingly, scientists believe that this progress will be a positive one.
Okay, does it talk about any kind of progress?
No.
Okay, look at B.
Tech executives believe the positive from AI will outweigh the negative. They didn't do
Okay,
anything.
did we talk about any negative?
No.
Okay, C.
The majority in both groups are positive benefits from AI across all industries.
Where are the both groups? Did we talk about any both groups here?
No.
Here or there? No. Huh?
There are many views of whether this development will be a positive or not.
Okay, as you can find here, he said development, and here success. We are talking here about many views, and this is one of the view of the scientist. And even down and start talking about views. The right?
I also mentioned another scientist afterwards, after the
Excellent. Elon Musk. Bravo. Thank you. Number 7 and Dr. Ahmed.
The writer is considering inserting the sentence at this point in the passage.
Okay, just to insert a sentence in a passage, you have to read the sentence and also underline the keywords. Because we have to find the keywords before and after. Let's read.
Okay. Many scientists feel threatened by the technology.
So now we have many scientists, we have threatened, we have technology. Okay, let's read before and after to decide yes or no. Before we make anything. Elon Musk?
Elon Musk has famously discussed how this super intelligence poses an existential threat to humanity.
لا the first not this sentence. I'm sorry. From here, Musk is not. This is the sentence. Musk is not alone.
Musk is not alone in this concern.
Okay, but take care. He said about the threatened. Okay, and he said many scientists. So maybe let's complete.
Boston considers the singularity potentially catastrophic for humanity nevertheless.
Okay, we find threatened. We find Musk. We find Bostrom. What about technology? Does it talk mainly about technology only?
No.
Or talk about singularity? It's a part of the technology, a part of the AI intelligence, but it's not all the technology. So are you gonna add it here or not in this part?
Maybe not.
No. Why? لأن هنا قال Musk is not alone in this concern وبعد كده قال مين معاه تاني. فwhy you're gonna interrupt this part? No. Okay. So now we decide that it's no. So yes, we're gonna cancel. Now no, it's irrelevant. لا ده هي relevant. هي relevant بس هتعمل بريك للفلو. هتعمل بريك للcoherence. لأن بيقول Musk is not alone in this concern. Which concern? The threat to humanity. بعد كده قال both Trump consider the singularity potential catastrophe to humanity. يعني الاثنين المفروض مرتبطين ببعض. لا يبقى مش irrelevant, they're relevant. Because it repeat the general idea from the previous sentence. ممكن repeat. صح ولا لا؟ Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. Marsh Ziad, number 8. Why it's C?
Okay. So,
Do you know in this kind of
basically
question,
interfaces.
Ziad, I'm gonna
What?
make cancel. I'm gonna make elimination first. Like we
Oh,
don't
yes,
have.
there is nothing called the it's and the apostrophe after the S. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now let's go. Huh?
Nevertheless, quite possible that superintelligence could be the key of addressing the complex assortment of human problems such as climate change. It is here, it must be it is. It's not
Yeah.
position.
Why? Because we have that, and that is the start of the dependent. So we need to have an independent sentence. So we need subject and verb. So it's is not gonna be. Now I have it is or it has. Why you choose it is, not it has?
I think because the tense is
Both of them
present.
in the present. لا, both of them in the present. هو هنا بقى نعتمد على المعنى. هي verb to be ولا verb to have؟ يعني
It's
we're gonna
be.
say it is quite possible or it has quite possible.
No, it's verb to be.
Yeah,
It is.
it's verb to be. So it's quite possible, not it has. Thank you much, Ziad. Number 9, Dr. Hamza. Why the answer here is C. طبعا vocab. Symbiosis means mutualism. يعني أنا بديك حاجة وأنت بتديني حاجة. Me read, Dr. Hamza, please.
On a more of optimistic note,
Optimistic note.
futurist ray,
Futurist.
futurist ray to the
Carswell
acknowledges there will be a few bumps along the way, but the ultimately
superintelligence
would allow for a between man and machine.
اوكي. تخيل ان انا ممكن اعمل elimination ل1 بالجرامر. تخيل. يلا مين اللي يقولها وادي له هديه. في واحده منهم اعمل لها elimination بالجرامر.
It's the first one. The not is because nothing is called A and then a vowel.
Excellent. Perfect. The first one ليه كده يا عندي يا عم. Because the first one aligns is a vowel. ما ينفعش نقول aligns and aligns. يعني اول واحده بسهوله جدا عملتها elimination. and aligns مش aligns. ما فيش حاجه اسمها aligns. يعني سهل جدا اللي انت حضرتك تضحك عليه مش هو اللي يضحك عليك. الاكزامينر مش عاوز اقول كلمه وحشه بس سهل جدا. يعني انا لو بعمل اكزام عمري ما احط التشويز اللي فيه A دوت. عمري هحط تشويز عشان يبقى فيه احتماليه ان الطلبه تغلط. لكن هو اداك هنا clue aligns with a vowel والفاول بيجي قبله an. يبقى ما ينفعش نقول aligns يبقى اول واحده خلاص انا كنسلتها من غير ما اعرف معناها. عندي دلوقتي ديسكورد يا حمزه دكتور حمزه. ديسكورد symbiosis and reconciliation. طبعا هنا بيقول ايه between man and machine. طبعا خدنا في البايو how to be dependable الماتشوال ريليشن شيب ان انت بتدي حاجه وحد تاني بيدي. فهنا بيقول كلمه ديسكورد اسمها lack of agreement. لا طب هنا في between man and machine مش معقول lack of agreement. ده بيقول allow for يعني في حاجه positive. طب symbiosis يعني علاقه تبادليه mutualism. reconciliation معناها harmony. بس harmony it will not happen between man and machine. harmony happen between only people. يبقى الانسر ايه يا دكتور حمزه؟
سي.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Jana, number 10. Why the answer is B?
طيب احنا المفروض ان احنا لو بصينا على الاجابات هنلاقي ان هي اول واحده اللي هي في no change must sooner than are the experts. فهنا الفيرب بتاعنا are وبعد كده جاي السبجكت اللي هو expert. وتاني واحدة برضو do جاية do بعد كده السبجكت much sooner than. هنا ده كده سي جاي subject من غير verb. فما تنفعش. ودي جاي will the experts دي مش تنفع. انا بقى يا دكتور انا بحلها حالتها دي عشان يبقى فيه، يعني هو بيقول as a result survey respondents believe that signature will be achieved. فعشان هو بيقول will be achieved must sooner than، يعني فتبقى will برضو.
طيب عاجبني
يعني معرفش
تفكيرك،
ليه بقى.
صح انا معاكي، ممتاز يا دكتور جنى. بس خلينا بس نعمل الاول ايه القاعده اللي احنا اتبعناها هنا. القاعده اللي احنا اتبعناها هنا اسمها parallelism. يعني ايه parallelism؟ what come before comparative form come after the comparative form. اول ما الاقي adjective er than او more adjective than يبقى اللي يجي قبلها يجي بعدها. شوف بقى جانا راحت قالت ايه؟ طب ما هو يا مستر انا عندي هنا قبلها will be achieved، يعني دوت في الفيوتشر، ده في الفيوتشر. المفروض ان انا بعدها برضو يبقى في الفيوتشر. فانا عندي will. ليه ما اخترتش will؟ عشان ما فيش verb. فين الفيرب بتاعها؟ ده كده الهيلبينج فيرب. فين المين فيرب يا دكتور جنى؟ عرفتي كنسلتها ليه؟
ايوه صح.
يبقى انا كده كنسل. طيب انا عندي دلوقتي A اللي هو much sooner than are the experts. طب ما هو انا عندي subject وعندي verb، بس هنا السبجكت بتاعي الفيرب بتاعي linking verb. هنا الفيرب بتاعي المين فيرب كان achieve action verb. هنا المين فيرب بتاعي helping verb. يبقى انا لو عندي action verb افضل، يعني انا ايه ممكن، بس لو عندي action verb افضل عشان يبقى parallelism. طيب سي ليه غلط؟ سي اصلا ما فيهاش verbs خالص. بصي
مش
ولا اي
صح.
شيء، فدي اصلا هنشيلها خالص. يبقى انا دلوقتي ما بين B وما بين A، هل احط linking verb ولا action verb؟ ما دو هنا action verb. وصلت؟
طب احنا عرفنا منين ان دو هنا اكشن فيرب؟
ما هو دو اصلا action. do action. verb to do action. verb to have action. verb to be اللي هو am is are was were، واي verb بيساوي معناه.
ايوه تمام ماشي.
تمام. فهنا المين فيرب achieve مش be. المين فيرب عندي هنا achieve، يعني action verb يبقى الافضل نقول do. تمام.
لكن هي دي لو كان جاي بعد ويل مين فيرب او كان هنختارها
طبعا
صح؟
لو كان جاي بعد الويل مين فيرب يكون action كانت هي اللي تبقى الافضل.
تمام.
تمام.
شكرا
ثانك يو دكتور جنى. انا عاوز الناس تبقى زي دكتور جنى كده، تفتح حاجات عشان نقدر نشرحها، حاجات مش موجوده، مش بس بنقول لا الانسر كذا، لا كل ما يفتح حاجه زي برضو ما مارش زياد حل الكويشن بتاع aligns دي حاجه جديده، ما فيش حد هيفكر فيها، ما فيش مدرس ولا طالب هيفكر فيها، كله هيبص ليها ان هي فوكاب. لكن انا ممكن ابص ليها بحته ثانيه، ان انا اعمل elimination، اقلل الانسرز عندي. فكل ما قللت التشويسز، هو ايه اللي بيصدعنا؟ اللي بيصدعنا يكون عندنا 4 choices وال4 can be accepted. كل ما اعمل elimination it's gonna be better for me. Number 11 pilot كريم. Why we choose D?
Okay.
Let me tell you something, because I consider this also still you are in the basic phase. If you have A, B, C, and D, as you can find right now, words with only a kind of order، يعني الاوردر بتاعهم بس المختلف، او في grammar في commas، فده writing question relate to grammar. يعني مش مشكله writing اللي هي الفوكاب، لا ده grammar question. So let's read the full sentence. Pilot Kareem.
About half of the tech executives hold a positive view, while just over a third of the general population expressed positive views.
Okay, why this wrong?
I really don't know.
About half of tech executives hold دي طبعا independent hold a positive view. بعد كده قال while just over a third of the general population expressed positive views. Why this wrong?
The second sentence is dependent on the first sentence.
ما هو second sentence dependent، بس خلينا بس نبص على الحته دي. When we have independent dependent we don't put anything between each other. اوكي، ما بنحطش حاجه ما بينهم. تمام. الا ان يكون الديبندنت دوت non-essential unessential فلازم يبقى قبليه comma ما عدا that ما عدا that. طب عرفنا ازاي ان هو unessential؟ فبيقول in about half of tech executive hold a positive view تمام while just over a third of general population express positive views. طب ما هو انت قلت half of executive while just ما دوت كان موجود في الجراف يعني this unessential يعني we need to put commas here. clear يا كريم؟
Yes.
طيب تمام يبقى كده A is wrong. طب B شوف الكوما محطوطه فين يا كريم؟ after while المفروض ان هي تكون before while not after. clear؟
Yes.
Here he put semicolon. We don't put semicolon between dependent and independent. We put comma if the dependent is unessential, not semicolon. But this is wrong. Look here now. Did the right because there is comma.
Comma before while.
Yes. Take care. That will not preceded by comma. عمر ما that بيجي قبلها comma. Clear?
All right.
Okay. Engineer Taha, number 12. Why it's B? Is it grammar or writing first? Look at it. Look at the choices. Are the same words?
Yes.
So this
writing
what?
related to grammar.
يبقى that grammar. Perfect. Okay. May you read it now and find why A is wrong?
Most television ads still
بعد كده
feature
حط خلي
actors.
بالك colon. حط colon معناها after the colon we have explanation or examples. After the colon we have explanation or examples.
Most television ads still feature actors, still run 30 or 60 seconds, and still show a product.
Most television ads, the care, he said still feature actors, still run 30 to say or 60 seconds, and still show a product.
Yes.
Huh? If we consider ان دوت examples ما examples هي مس x و y و z ده examples. استنى فين الفيرب بتاع الجمله اصلا؟ where the verb؟ انت بتقول most television ads عملوا ايه بقى؟ فين الفيرب؟ المفروض الفيرب feature والمفروض الفيرب run والمفروض الفيرب show. طب ليه نفصلهم بكولن؟ يبقى الكولن wrong. Clear?
Yes.
But we can say that this is x, comma, y, comma, and z. أهو فين x, y, and z؟ قلنا feature x, run y, and show z. يبقى ده list. يبقى x, comma, y, comma, and z. وده اللي موجود هنا أهو. Will still feature actors x, comma, run, comma, and show. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. See why it's wrong.
Most television ads.
There is no comma before
no
run.
comma.
فيش comma
Yeah.
هنا. طب why D wrong?
Because it has semicolon.
Yes, and semicolon is wrong. Thank you. Engineer Zaina, number 13. Why the answer is C? طبعا writing question.
To make this paragraph more logical, sentence 4 should be placed.
Sentence 4. So we have to read sentence 4 and find the keywords. Huh?
In many ways, the television ads aired today are similar to those aired 2 decades ago.
Okay. The keywords عندنا television ads today عندنا similar وعندنا 2 decades ago. Okay, may you find where it's now if we're gonna put it in its place. Look at the sentence before it. Does it talk about any of the keyword?
No, it's not related.
Read it, please.
However, the differing dynamics of the internet pose unique challenges to advertisers, forcing them to adapt their practices and techniques on a regular basis.
Okay, here we didn't talk about similarity. Here we talk about differences. So it's not where it's now. Before sentence 1. Read after it.
Marketing executives in television work with a relatively stable advertising medium.
Okay, or only here that mention ads, nothing more. So we can't find any relation. Look before sentence 2. Here.
Most television ads still feature actors, still run 30 or 60 seconds, and still show a product.
So this is similarity. So here he mentioned the ads, and here he mentioned the similarity that we need to find it here. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, let's look at before sentence 3.
We read it.
We read it. So here also it doesn't talk about a kind of similarity, talk about differing. So it's wrong. Thank you, Engineer Zain. Dr. Ahmed, number 14.
دكتور معلش عايزة أقول حاجة في 12.
Yes.
هو احنا هنا قلنا إن سي غلط ليه؟
فين
هو
C؟
جايب كل في 12.
12 سي غلط ليه؟ لأن المفروض
هو جايب
X
إن
كوما
هو
Y كوما إن Z صح؟ فأنا أنت قلت هنا still feature، يبقى المفروض نقول إيه؟ still run في كوما هنا. نقص.
ماشي، بس هو أصلا مش جايب كوما أند يعني أقصد الاتنين صح، بس بيبقى صح
لا 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 لا، ده سي
ما هو
غلط
مفيش كوما قبل
خالص.
أند.
بصي انا بحط اكس بعدها كوما، واي بعدها كوما، وبعد كده ان زي. ركزي معايا تمام. ان زي اهي،
ماشي.
حتى ما فيهاش كوما كمان قبل اند كمان.
أيوة، ما أنا بقول كده، هو حاطط
لا لا
مش
لا
حاطط في الليست كلها أند، ولا ما ينفعش خالص؟
لا، ما ينفعش، لازم تبقى بالطريقه دي. لو الليست اكثر من 2 لازم يتحط كوماز، لو 2 بس ما يتحطش كوماز يا جنى. ركزي في الحته دي. لا بقول
أيوة.
بلاي اند رن مفيش كوماز، لكن بقول بلاي كوما رن كوما اند ايت. وصلت؟
أيوة صح تمام.
Okay. Give me just seconds, please. Okay. Clear, Jenna?
كتير يا دكتور.
Okay. Number 14, Dr. Ahmed.
Which word is most applicable to the nature of these online advertising techniques?
Take care. He gave you a clue. He said online advertising techniques. Online advertising techniques. And I need a word. So now we are talking about vocab. Okay? تعال بقى نشوف يمكن نجيب لنا حاجة زي أو أن كده. Read the sentence.
However, a small number of internet users began to consider these advertising techniques.
But we don't know what kind of techniques. احنا لغايه دلوقتي ما نعرفش ايه kind of techniques عشان نقول applicable to the online advertising. خلينا نقرا كده ايه لاين قبليها.
The techniques
These techniques
reached large audience, generated many sales leads, and would come at low cost. However, a small number of
ركز بس معايا. ركز بس معايا. هنا هو قال positive things، يعني قال ايه؟ قال ان هي reach large audience، دي positive.
low cost.
و generated many sales leads، دي positive. معلش الهابي فيس بتاعي مش عارف ماله شكله كده ليه. و come at low cost برضه positive صح؟ لكن هنا قال however and after however بنجيب الcontradiction صح؟ العكس.
تمام.
يبقى هنا لو positive يبقى نجيب الناحيه الثانيه نيجاتيف، بس نيجاتيف للحاجات اللي بيقولها. تمام؟ طيب هنا بيقول ان هم reach large audience, generated many sales leads, will come at low cost. However, a small number of internet users began to consider these advertising techniques. تعالى بقى نعمل elimination. أول واحدة قال unobtrusive and irksome، يعني invisible و annoying. طيب ما هو ده مش عكس ان هي reach large audience، ولا عكس اللي هي generated many sales leads، ولا عكس come at low cost. unobtrusive معناه invisible، و irksome معناه annoying. لا مش عكس، يبقى we cancel A صح؟
تمام.
الثانية inconspicuous and infuriating، هنا معناها invisible برضه، وهنا معناها causing anger برضه، ما مش عكس الكلمات اللي اتقالت فوق هنا، يبقى cancel. soothing gentle، لا هو مش عاوز positive، هو قال however، يبقى عاوز حاجة ايه؟ negative، يبقى it can be cancelled. طب intrusive intrusive معناها interfering. خلي بالك هو هنا قال لك reach large audience، لكن البعض من الناس قال لك ده interfering. الادس دي interfering، تفتح الايميل كده تلاقي ادس كتيره فتتضايق، وانوينج دي اللي تمشي معاها. كلير احمد؟
تمام كلير.
اوكي ماشي زياد. Y15 we're gonna choose C.
Okay, yet because marketing strategies relying heavily on banners and pop-ups produce results, companies invest growing amounts of money into purchasing these ad types in hopes market share in the beginning market share in the growing online economy. Okay, so at the beginning it shouldn't be A because 2 comes after that.
Perfect. Excellent. I'm with you. It can be hope 2. Hopes 2. Perfect, huh?
So it can't be hopes to capturing. No, capturing is not correct.
يبقى A is wrong، يعني مش هيبقى gerund بعد بعد ال 2، لكن المفروض ان hope، ركزوا، hope يجي وراها 2، hope 2. طب ما احنا عندنا hope to capture.
But I think something because here is purchasing and here is going, so it must be parallel to them.
Perfect. Here, Dr. March Ziad start looking at the sentence itself. He found that most of it coming with ing. برضو انا مش هعتمد على كده، بس الله هو بيقول invested growing amounts into purchasing، وبعد كده these ads in hopes. الله وin the going online economy. انا عارف ان هو مختلف الجرامر بتاعها، بس هنا في حاجه ان المفروض ان يكون في ing، في شك. طيب هي مش to capture معناها hopes to capture is right. اهو انا بقول لكم hopes to capture but in hopes، ركز، hopes to، she hopes to، لكن in hopes ده مختلفه. in hopes هو idiom مع بعض، بس مارشال زياد جابها من الناحيه الثانيه، شايف ان كله فيه ing. in hopes of، لكن hope to، نقول تاني in hope of، hope to، hope لوحدها to، in hope of ده idiom على بعضه. thank you مارشال زياد. دكتور حمزه 16 why the answer is B. شايف كل الكلمات زي بعض، معنى كده ان ده جرامر. اهو كل الكلمات زي بعض، معنى كده ان ده جرامر. may you read please.
The vulnerability of these tools explode when.
okay just wait. انا عندي دلوقتي popularity subject exploded verb وده خلاص independent. then I have when، انا عندي when، طبعا ده كده عندنا اشعار انه now we need a dependent sentence. فعارفين ال dependent sentence بتبقى وراها subject and verb. طبعا احنا مش عارفين بقى، تعال نشوف كده يا حمزه يلا. read دكتور حمزه. I can't hear your sound دكتور حمزه. دكتور حمزه he lost. دكتور حمزه
مستر معلش النت وحش.
okay no problem. احنا قلنا خلاص احنا we have independent start with popularity exploded subject verb. بعد كده عندنا when، ده كده معناها indicator for the dependent. so I need now a subject and verb. طيب السيرج engine دكتور حمزه فده subject، engine is subject. at the time prepositional phrase. طب فين الفيرب؟ الفيرب اهو يا دكتور حمزه offered، بس قبل الفيرب offered في comma. معنى كده ان ما بين السبجكت والفيرب لا اما ما احطش commas وتبقى دي essential، لا اما احط 2 commas بعد السبجكت وقبل الفيرب، فيبقى من اول at لغايه joins دي non essential. طيب بص عليهم كلهم، انا عندي هنا كوما، شايف انا عندي في الاولانيه في كوماز واحده، يبقى دي غلط لان لازم يكون 2 كوماز بعد السبجكت وقبل الفيرب. طب بي واي اتس رايت اور رونج؟ في بعد السبجكت كوما، في قبل الفيرب اللي هو offered كوما، يبقى this can be right اهي، كوما اهي وكوما اهي. طب نبص على هنا A search engine مفيش commas. نكمل
مفيش
نكمل
comma.
نكمل. ده في semicolon. Why you put semicolon? I'm sorry لا ده هنا مفيش commas. I'm sorry. هنا مفيش commas خالص. معنى كده it can be right. It can be right. This also can be right. Why? Because we consider from A till giants essential. خلينا بقى نقرر بعدين هتبقى essential or non-essential. طب semicolon, why you put semicolon? We put semicolon only between two independent clauses or when we have in the sentence many commas. لا يبقى دي wrong. يبقى كده احنا عاوزين نقرر هل from at the time till giants essential or not essential. نقرا الجملة. The popularity of these tools exploded when a search engine هقراها من غير الجملة. A search engine offered free software enabling users to block pop-up ads. أنا فهمتها. طب نشوف اما نزود الجملة. A search engine at the time an increasingly popular website fighting to solidify its place on the internet. لا 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 لا. It's non-essential. So now, Dr. Hamza, I'm gonna make this unessential, not essential. Clear, Dr. Hamza?
Yes.
Okay. 17, Dr. Jana. Why the answer is C?
Which sentence would best serve as a conclusion to the paragraph?
Okay, we said before, when we have a conclusion, what we're gonna do?
المفروض هنقرا الباراجراف أو أول sentence وآخر sentence.
برافو لأنه هو قال paragraph. نركز لو الكويشن قال passage يبقى we are gonna read the first paragraph and the last paragraph. لو قال paragraph يبقى only read or concentrate on this paragraph. ركز بس على أول sentence في this paragraph وآخر sentence. ها.
The popularity of these tools exploded when a search engine offered free software enabling users to block pop-up ads.
The last sentence.
The backlash
against banner
ads grew as new web browser provided users the ability to block image-based ads such as banner ads.
طبعا احنا شايفين block up ads وشايفين banner وbanner ads. تعال نشوف ايه الحاجات اللي موجود فيها هنا الكلمات دي. May you read please?
Pop-up ads will one day become extinct as internet users discovered this drawbacks.
Okay, we didn't talk here about drawbacks. We didn't talk about extinct. B.
تمام. The pace of internet evolution is increasing and will increase in the future.
We're not talking about the evolution of the internet. We're talking about the ads, the pop ads. Okay.
Although banner and pop ad still exist, they are far less prominent than during the early days of the internet.
Yes, if you look here,
yeah.
جميل. عندنا هنا البانر والبوب اب ads start to be mentioned. وهنا اتكلم برضو عن time. اتكلم عن time يبقى it can be. طب دي why it's wrong?
Banner وبوب ads will not face drawbacks برضو due to their different approach to the online marketing.
Okay,
برضو
thank you, John. Thank you. Number 18 and pilot Kareem.
Okay. Banner or pop-up
No,
ads.
read number 18 first.
Which choice provides the best combination of the underlined sentence?
Okay, now he doesn't have any problem with the underlined sentence, but he needed to make it simple. He need to add them together, okay? The underlined sentence. So let's read it now.
Banner or pop-up ads require companies to pay every time a website visitor saw an ad. Pay-per-click ads allow companies to pay only when an interested customer clicked on ad.
Okay, that means now I need to connect them together. Take care, Pilot Kareem. So I need to look at any grammar issue. Why A is right?
In my opinion, I think A is right because there's a contrast between the first and the second sentence.
It's a contradiction between the first sentence and last sentence. يعني it's better to say unlike banner or pop ads, which originally require companies to pay every time a website visitor. So an ad, pay per click ads allowed companies to pay only when an interested potential customer clicked on an ad. فthis it give me the relation ما بين الجملة and في contradiction. Okay, why B is wrong? خلي بالك هو فيها however لكن فيها grammar mistake. تعرفها ايه هي؟
Okay, one second. uh,
While banner or pop-up ads require companies to pay every time a website visitor saw an ad, comma, pay per click ads. However, the problem here in however موقعها غلط. المفروض however can become here and it must be preceded by semicolon. يعني قبلها يبقى semicolon لان عندي two independent. تمام بايلوت كريم؟
اوكي.
طب سي ما هو برضه قال even though contradiction برضه فيها grammar mistake نبص عليها. Even though banner or pop-up ads require companies to pay every time a website visitor saw an ad, comma, pay per click ads allowed companies to pay only when an interested customers clicked on an ad. طب grammar ما فيش مشكلة، ليه ما اخترناش even though؟
1 second.
Anybody know why we don't choose C? We even though start with the dependent. فعندي dependent, comma, independent. Look at it, guys. Why we don't choose C despite it show contradiction? Even though banner or pop-up ads.
تقريبا يا دكتور احنا المفروض لما بنجيب الترانزيشن في الاول نحط بعد الكومه.
لو كانت من subordinate conjunction. فذو من subordinate conjunction.
ايوه يعني المفروض بعدها كومه.
طبعا اهي كومه اهي.
تمام.
لكن في مشكله، ليه ما اخترتش even though؟ الناس اللي حلت التست. ها؟
Because of the meaning.
Because what?
The meaning.
Because of the meaning of the sentence. Here, if you read the sentence, you will find that he said banner or pop-up ads require companies to pay every time a website visitor saw an ad. But pay-per-click ads allowed companies to pay only when an interested customer clicked on an ad. Here, it doesn't give us the meaning. It's different in meaning. Read it carefully, you're going to find that it's different in meaning. Thank you much, Ziad. طب دي Pilot Kareem. Why it's wrong?
Because since.
Because since. طب since it will give us a kind of contradiction. Since is what? ما هي since برضه transitional word وبتيجي في transitional. Since. What do you think the function of since? هل هي cause and effect؟ هل هي contradiction؟ هل هي addition؟
I think it's an addition.
since هي معناها بمعنى السيكونس. since بتيجي بمعنى السيكونس زي after و before و since. فهنا we don't need sequence. Here we need a contradiction.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Pilot Kareem. Clear, Pilot Kareem?
Yes.
Okay. Number 19. Engineer Taha, why we choose also here vocab? Why we choose circumvented? أخذنا كلمة circumvented دي كتير. أخذناها في الإكسبلانيشن حتى بتاع البيسكس.
More importantly, however, these ads dodge the pop-up and banner blockers.
Okay. So now we're talking about the ads. Make what? For the pop-up and banner blockers. We have here now the word dodge. طبعا كلهم verbs. Dodge, escaped, circumvented, ditched. تخيل اللي فيه 3 منهم نفس المعنى. واحدة منهم مختلفة. يعني عندك dodge, avoid. وescaped برضه ان هو يهرب. ودitch اللي get rid of. يبقى الوحيدة اللي هي مش بنفس المعنى هي circumvented. ف I got it from here. And I have 3 they have the same meaning. يبقى I take the odd one out. Okay, thank you. Engineer Zaina. Verb number 20. Let's look at the verbs first, Engineer Zaina. Have started is what?
It's past.
لا.
No.
Present perfect. نركز. present perfect in the plural because have are starting
present لا
أيوة. present progressive or present continuous, both of them are right. And also in the plural. Okay, started.
It's past simple.
Past. Had started.
Past as well.
Past perfect. Past perfect. Okay. All of them can be with the plural. All of them can be with the plural. Only C and D can be with the singular. So we need to decide first where is the subject to know that it's singular or plural. عشان نعمل elimination. Okay. This is the whole sentence, mashallah. Okay, let's find Engineer Zena. He said, when companies, the dependent, began pouring billions of dollars into this emerging medium, online advertising specialists. This is the subject. Specialist. يعني كلهم plural, صح؟ يعني كلهم ينفعوا. Now we need to decide that which tense. Look at the sentence before. He said what?
Begun.
Began. Began, it's in the past. يبقى التنس هتبقى في الايه؟
Past.
Okay. Thank you, Engineer Zain. دكتور أحمد. Number 21.
Okay.
Take care, دكتور أحمد. Take care. لأن احنا we have all of them the same words. كلهم the same words. يبقى هنا ده grammar question. Okay? Let's read now.
Okay. Click fraud grows so rapidly that marketers sought to diversify their online positions away from pay-per-click marketing through a new medium.
المشكلة عندنا في so that. المشكلة عندنا في so that. So that خلي بالكم ان احنا عندنا حاجة اسمها though that لازقة في بعضها. مش لازقة في بعضها يعني في سبيس من بينهم. وعندنا حاجة تانية دي في الناشونال. عشان كده بقول لكم الاكزامينر دوت بيحط امتحان زي الثانوية العامة كده. وبعد كده عندنا حاجة اسمها so وبعد كده بيجي وراها adjective وبعد كده that sentence. حاسس ان انا بدرس ناشونال دلوقتي كده. So adjective that sentence. شوف هنا بقى انا عندي so rapidly و so rapid no problem it's adjective or adverb. يعني ممكن هنا تبقى adjective or adverb no problem. That marketer so to diversify طب انا ما عنديش اي مشكله هنا لان انا عندي so adjective or adverb then that sentence. طب look at this one. You'll click fraud grew rapidly that marketer so to diversify. برضه ما فيش مشكله. برضه ما فيش مشكله. انا عندي هنا grew rapidly وبعد كده that يعني عندي independent وبعد كده dependent بذات. برضه ما عنديش اي مشكله يعني this grammatical right. وبعد كده نشوف فين الغلط. طب click fraud grow so rapidly comma that لا ما فيش ما بين comma so with that comma يبقى دي wrong. طيب click fraud grow so rapidly comma marketer so to diversify هنا بقى في غلط. ليه؟ لان دي run on. كده رجعنا للانترناشونال. run on لما يبقى في two independent come after each other we connect them with comma conjunction or semicolon or full stop. ما فيش غير comma يبقى دي run on sentence يعني دي wrong ودي wrong. Now دكتور أحمد we have to decide are you gonna take that ولا so that. طبعا أول ما تلاقي الاثنين صح والله الاثنين صح. أو أنا بحلف. أول ما تلاقي في الامتحان ده اللي بيحطوا راجل ايجيبشن زينا كده بس مدرس في الناشونال سيكشن. فهم عندهم في قاعدة احنا مش عندنا الحاجات دي اسمها so adjective adverb that sentence. فعلى طول حضرتك تختار ايه؟ اهو انا بقول اهو بعيدها. بي صح. يا احمد؟
بقول اللي فيها سوزات.
ناخد اللي فيها so that. هو الراجل عاوز يعمل قاعدة so that. عاوز يعمل قاعدة so that. ملناش دعوة ببي. طبعا غلطة منه كبيرة جدا لان بي ما فيهاش اي مشكلة. انا عندي بالانترناشونال بقى رولز بتاعتنا. عندي هنا ادي independent وبعد كده dependent بذات في subject و verb اهو وعندي subject و verb اهو ما فيش مشكله فيهم فالجمله دي صح. لكن الراجل بيعمل mentioning لقاعده so that. نركز بالله. طب عرفت منين ان هو بيعمل قاعده so that؟ عشان كررها هنا تاني. كان عاوز يلخبطني وعملها بسو هنا. يبقى الاهم عنده هو so that مش اهم عنده الجرامر structure to the international. عرفتوا ان احنا بنقول الامتحان ده ليه بيبقى اللي بيعمله دماغه رايحه؟ 22 مارش زياد.
Yes, Mr. Okay, so the writer wants to conclude the essay by giving attributes for future success in online advertising, which shows best accomplishes the writer's aim. So
Okay,
he
now you
wants
have two characteristics. في حاجتين عندك مدينها لك هنا. اولا هو قال conclude لايه؟
للessay.
Not to the paragraph. So that means you have to look at the first paragraph and the last paragraph. But he give you other clues. ليه؟ attributes
Attributes for future success.
online advertising. Let's look at the first one اللي احنا قلنا essay و conclusion. So let's look at the first paragraph.
So that means also we must look at the keywords and to find the choice.
Yes.
Or to find it.
طبعا you can solve it. يعني انا طبعا لو انت عاوز تحل ان question take 30 seconds you can solve at looking at the words like I need something. Talk about future success online advertising. يبقى I'm gonna bring something related to it.
I did
if
like
you
this.
don't find them you have to return back to the first paragraph. Okay? Let's do with yours.
Discipline and patience are essential if marketers want to succeed in their online marketing strategies. Okay, but that choice doesn't talk about the attributes and the future success for online advertising. Like it doesn't talk about the attributes for it.
He doesn't talk about advertising at all. يعني he will discipline and patience are essential if marketers want to succeed in their online marketing strategies. Where is the advertising? The main word is the online advertising. So I'm not gonna take this. B.
Okay, as the pace of the internet's evolution increases, it seems all the more likely that advertising successfully on the internet will require a strategy that runs constantly and embraces change. That can work because it talks about advertising and it talks about the success in the future for the
Excellent.
advertising on the internet.
And
so
also he talk about the internet, and the internet means online advertising. Perfect. Okay, see why it's wrong.
To be successful at online advertising, marketers should follow an uniform approach to their strategies.
According to it, it can be right. The right? صح ولا
Yes.
لا? Okay. D.
With ruthless tenacity, online marketing strategies can prove to be successful.
It doesn't talk about online advertising. يبقى between B and C. Because of that, I told you to return back to the first paragraph. Okay? Read it, please.
Marketing executives in television work with a relatively stable advertising medium. Most television ads still feature actors, still run 30 or 60 seconds and still show a product. However, the differing dynamics of the internet pose unique challenges to advertisers, forcing them to adapt their practices and techniques on a regular basis. In many ways, the television ads aired today are similar to those aired 2 decades ago.
Okay, so if we return back to find which one is suitable, B or C, he talk about the evolution of the internet, right? It doesn't talk about the uniform approach. Clear, Marshals, yet?
Yes.
Okay. Even you can read this paragraph also because
yes, I was about to say that.
Yes, because it said although pay-per-click advertising remains a common and effective advertising tool, marketers adapted yet again to changing dynamic of the internet by adopting new technique, not uniform technique, new techniques such as a pay-per performance advertising, such engine optimization and affiliate marketing. Thank you, Marshall Ziad. Okay, let's go to the third one. Dr. Hamza, why we choose A? Dr. Hamza,
Yes.
why you choose A؟ طبعا من الأول في حاجات أنا أعمل لها elimination على طول لأنها غلط.
The verse of rock and roll.
No. I'm not gonna read from here. I'm gonna make elimination because here we're talking about reflexive pronoun. Here we're talking about reflexive pronoun. Themselves right. لكن مفيش حاجة اسمها themselves. مفيش حاجة في الإنجليش اسمها themselves. ولا themselves. Himself right. لا إما themselves لا إما himself. Themselves plural, himself singular. Let's read now to know which one.
The verse of rock and roll forever change that a larger and larger numbers of views claim not only is infinity with
To identify.
more identify with the noise music they were listening to, but to infinity
identify
identify themselves by that music.
طبعا. If you look here, you find that we're talking about the numbers, and here also they. So we're not gonna say himself. We're gonna say themselves. The right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Jana, why 24? It's A.
طيب the pleasures that a pop sound produces in a pleasure of identification is in responding to a song we are drawn into affective with the performance and with performance other fans. طيب احنا هنا ضل و impersonal الاثنين غلط عشان هما مش لاقيين مع ان هما يكونوا مع الالينز يعني.
Positive, perfect. لان انا بقول هنا the pleasure that a pop song produces is a pleasure. يعني يا عم انت انت راجل فرحان.
وهي ضل دول نيجاتيف.
الاثنين دول نيجاتيف. ضل وامبيرسونال تحس ان نوت بيرسونال تحس ان هم نيجاتيف. يبقى احنا عندنا affective وافكتيف. اوكي. affective معناها emotional depends on emotion. effective معناها impressive. طبعا الاثنين متداخلين. طب which one is emotional or impressive aligns with the performers?
emotional. لان احنا بنقول performance لان احنا قلنا تحت الينز وقلنا performers.
Perfect. Thank you, Dr. Jana. Pilot Kareem 25. Why B is right. Take care. برضو all the words, all the choices, they have the same words. المشكلة هنا في الجرامر, في punctuation. May you tell me why 25 is wrong?
I think B is the answer because there are many reasons. So the first reason is because music is different from sports, so there must be a comma between them.
اوكي نرجع تاني. احنا عندنا music is subject. طبعا thus دي adverb. بعد كده comma. طبعا دي صح. music subject. بس قال like sports is هنا الفيرب وهنا السبجكت. لا اما ما نحطش commas خالص. ركز لا اما ما نحطش commas خالص فلايك سبورتس دي essential. لا اما نحط commas قبل وبعد فدي like sports تبقى non essential. طبعا like sports is unessential مش essential. تمام لانها it's not necessary. يعني ممكن نقول thus comma music is clearly a setting. يبقى this is wrong. يبقى انا عاوز comma before like and after like. تمام. طبعا هنا right. هنا right. ركز اهو. هنا right. عندنا كمان هنا wrong. يبقى احنا we cancel D and A. بس we still have a problem pilot كريم.
Yes.
لو احنا بصينا هنا بيقول ايه music is the subject and is clearly a setting in which people directly experience community. قال لا ده في feel وفي and articulate. لحظه يا مستر. يبقى هنا السبجكت music. الverbs عباره عن list x comma y comma and z. يعني لازم يكونوا زي بعض. لو singular 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 plural 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 لازم يكونوا زي بعض. طب هنا music is صح. ازاي نقول feel؟ ركز معايا. ازاي نقول feel؟ هل feel it's not for music؟ طبعا feel مش نقل للميوزك. شوف انا اهو جبنا ميستيك عليا ان ميوزك دي مش للفيل. امال مين اللي فيل؟ البيبل صح؟
Yes.
يبقى people feel and articulate. تمام. طب في commas. طب ليه commas دي؟ قال لي music ده كده dependent. music is clearly a setting. نيجي I'm sorry ده independent ده dependent. in which people directly experience community. ده الاكس واي and z ده يا مستر هنا في experience دي الاكس وفيل دي الواي وارتكليت دي الزي. تمام بايلوت كريم؟
Yes.
experience وفيل وارتكليت يبقى المفروض x كوما y and كوما z. طب دي صح. طب نشوف هنا نرجع للثانيه اللي كانت موجوده هنا. انا قلت experience بعد كده كوما feel and كوما articulate بس المشكله في like sports. طب تمام دي مفيش كوما قبل feel ومفيش كوما قبل and articulate يبقى دي غلط. هنا برضو المستيك هنا في كوما اللي قبل like sports في كوما بعدها لكن مفيش كوما قبلها. clear؟
Yes.
Okay. يبقى take care. This kind of question has two kind of things. Have a list and have unessential phrase. Number one, I eliminate according to the unessential phrase. خلاص قلت لا ان دي non-essential I cancel A and I cancel D. Now here it's non-essential, here it's non-essential. ابص بقى على الليست اللي كان عندي اللي هو experience, comma feel, comma and articulate. دي wrong يبقى this is right.
All right.
Thank you, pilot.
Thank you.
Okay, the turn now for Engineer Taha, 26. Why it's they are. Engineer Taha. Engineer Taha, hello. Engineer Taha. Engineer Dina.
Yes.
Why 26? It's they are. May you read the sentence, please?
They're open to appropriation for personal use in a way that other popular cultural forms, television, soap, operas, for example, are not. The latter are tied into meanings which we may reject.
Okay, take care. That we have start from that other popular culture forms are not. Here subject, here verb. This from that is dependent. طب where is the independent? Where is the independent? It must be before. طب where is the subject and verb? There is nothing. لأن they start, they're open. Where is subject and verb? No subject and verb. يبقى we need subject and verb. يبقى 26 A and D is wrong. Subject and verb, it is or they are. طب انت قررت ان ازاي ان هي they are not it is. Look at the sentence before. صح؟
Yes.
Read it please.
Songs have a looseness of reference that makes them immediately accessible.
So here we're talking about the songs. So the songs A.
They are.
They are. Thank you, Engineer Zena. Let me write it this for songs. Okay. Dr. Ahmed, 27. Why the answer is C?
This
Take
interplay
care.
between
Also the four choices that we have right now, we are talking about the same words. يعني المشكلة برضو grammar مش writing.
right.
Okay, go on.
This interplay between personal observation into music and the scene, that it is nevertheless something public is what makes music so important. In the culture, placing of all individual music also gives us a way of meaning
Okay, we
Nine.
must eliminate all of this because we're going to read a full sentence right now. The main thing right now for me is the interplay between personal absorption into music and the sense. Now we have subject. Now we have subject, as you can find here. The interplay. But where is the verb? المشكلة عندي فين الverb؟ أنا عندي subject. مش عارف أكتب من ال. Okay, let me write again. The interplay is the subject between personal absorption into music and the sense. كل ده ما فيهوش verb لغاية دلوقتي.
is الverb.
لا بعد كده ده بدأ بذات، ذات كده خلاص بقت dependent. أنا عاوز subject بتاع الانتربلاي. السبجكت بتاع الانتربلاي أهو. is what makes music so important. ده subject. ده الverb, I'm sorry. Okay? يبقى the interplay between personal absorption into music and the sense is what makes music so important. البروبلم بقى عندنا اللي انا عندي that it is وبعد كده جاب كوما وجاب nevertheless وبعد كده جاب كوما تاني وبعد كده جاب something public وبعد كده جاب كوما يبقى many commas. طب ما احنا عارفين قبل كده if many commas معنى كده ان احنا we have to change one of them to be semicolon. معايا؟ يعني this is wrong. This is wrong. طب B why it's wrong؟ خلاص احنا وصلنا ل that it is nevertheless دي طبعا non essential. Something public is what makes طبعا is the verb so important in the culture place of the individual music. المشكلة برضو هنا لأن أنا عندي two sentences connected, two independent connecting only with the comma, it's wrong. لا إما أحط comma conjunction لا إما semicolon لا إما full stop. طب comma يبقى دي wrong. run on. شايف هنا في full stop شايفها؟
تمام.
فدي صح. شايف هنا ما فيش أي شيء دي run on sentence. Your right answer is C. Clear دكتور أحمد؟
Clear.
Okay. 28 Marcia Ziad. Why it's between.
Okay, so we will read from the beginning of the sentence. It's from the beginning. This
Take
interplay
care. The problem here it's a preposition and it depends
Yes.
after لأنك أنت هتختار هنا ما بين among and between, not on and for.
Oh, yes.
Because here we talk about relationship of managing the relationship on no. Relationship for no. يبقى it's
But really, relationship like comes usually between, after
excellent.
between.
Excellent. Perfect. Among here also there is a mistake because among is not going to use and. Among people, among animals, among buildings, but among our public and private emotional lives بنستخدم على طول between. Between Ali and me. Among us. Okay, thank you, Marshal Ziad. 29. Dr. Hamza, read it, please. Dr. Hamza.
Yes.
You are running, Dr. Hamza. You were away from your laptop?
No.
Okay, Dr. Hamza, I'm gonna believe you.
Which choice would best support our love?
Breathe first.
Is it?
No, just wait. Inhale and exhale. اتنفس عشان الجري اللي انت جريته. ها خلاص يلا نبتدي.
حاضر. Which choice would best support her? Love is expressed in language. According to the author.
Okay, this is the writing. أنا عاوز أحط في 29 something that support how love is expressed in language. عاوز حاجة فيها ريحة الحب كده. Okay, also to decide that I'm gonna put this خلي بالك أنا I can solve it immediately. لكن أنا شايف مثلا إيه في كلمة love وفي feeling وفي language فممكن كلهم ينفعوا. ف it's better to read a sentence before and sentence after. Do you read a sentence before? I'm gonna read it with you. هو طبعا من أول السنتنس دي بيقول إيه؟ The interplay between personal absorption into music and sense that it's nevertheless something public is what makes music so important in the cultural placing of the individual. Music also gives us a way of managing the relationship between our public and private emotional lives. الجملة I'm sorry the sentence كانت مفروض من هنا. Popular love songs are important because they give shape and voice to emotion زي عبد الحليم وأم كلثوم that otherwise cannot be expressed without embarrassment and incoherence. الجملة اللي بعديها. And our culture has supplied pop songs that say these things for us in interesting and innovative ways. جميل جدا. نتكلم على الايموشن، نتكلم كمان على الامبارسمنت والincoherence، نتكلم على interesting and innovative. So now let's go there, Dr. Hamza. Here he said language, okay, it can be express love with words of affection and compliment. It wasn't mentioned لان كان في هنا في embarrassment and coherence. صح؟ هي mentioned love لكن فين بقى embarrassment and incoherence؟ طيب
مفيش.
اللي بعد كده our most revealing declaration of feeling okay are often expressed in banal or boring language ما embarrassment and incoherence can be boring language يبقى هنا mention جبناها منين؟ من السنتنس اللي قبلها. طب اللي بعديها because of its social function language helps people express their innermost feeling effectively. I'm talking about the love and he said about the feeling but where is the kind of things that was mentioned here الحاجات النيجاتيف اللي هي الامبارسمنت والincoherence. Language, unlike music, best express people emotional harmony. The same thing. It wasn't mentioned. The only one that mentioned positive and negative, as was mentioned in the sentence before, هي B. Clear, Dr. Hamza?
Yes.
Okay.
معلش يا مستر.
ولا يهمك يا دكتور حمزة. اوعى تجري تاني.
حاضر.
Dr. Jana, 30. Vocab.
Which choice is most consistent with the meaning of the sentence?
I need something that match the sentence. I need something that match the sentence. Me read, please.
We invest most in the popular music when we are teenagers and young adults. Music ties into a particular kind of emotion, tranquility, when interest of individual identity and social place and the control of public and private feeling or at the premium.
Okay, the word premium, it will give me a clue. The word premium will give me a clue. خلي بالك بنتكلم على الايموشنال بيقول ايه؟ We invest most in popular music when we are teenager and young adults. اللي ما بين طبعا المفروض ان الجمله اللي هي بعد الداش دي كلها المفروض non essential. Music ties into a particular kind of emotional طبعا مش عارفين الكلمه when issues of individual identity and social place and the control of public and private feeling are at a premium. طبعا عشان في كلمه and ركز يا دكتور جانا في كلمه and
احنا المفروض نعمل
بنعمل parallelism فانا عاوز كلمه بتساوي premium.
هو اللي هي سي maintaining دي مش هتنفع وcontinuity يعني استمراريه برضو دي مش هتنفع.
mentality
اللي هي دي
مفيش حاجه اسمها emotional mentality. الايموشن ما فيهوش mentality ده الحاجه الوحيده اللي احنا بنقولها بلاش تعتمدوا على الايموشن لان مفيش mentality فيها.
وكمان اللي هي دي المفروض فيها يعني مش عارفه اللي هي دي المفروض معناها ان هو يعني اضطراب او حاجه
لا حاجه rough فهنا turbulence انا طبعا انا ما عنديش انا عندي دلوقتي ايه هنا free from disturbance. خلي بالك انا ممكن احلها برضو بالconnotation اللي انا قلت عليها قبل كده. الconnotation free from disturbance دي positive. continuity برضو positive. mentality positive. الوحيده النيجاتيف هي turbulence اللي هي rough. تمام؟
ايوه تمام.
Thank you. دكتور جانا. Pilot Kareem 31.
Okay. Do I read the
Yeah, because also it depends on words.
Okay. Youth
Youth
is
is experienced.
is experienced as an intense presence through an impatience for time to pass and a regret that is doing so, in a series of speeding, physically insistent moments that have nostalgia coded onto it.
Okay. I need now a word. He said youth is experienced as an intense presence through an. The words now we have an. Take care. We have an.
Yes. So I think
So we can't use anything plural. صح ولا لا؟
yes.
طيب يبقى we're gonna cancel what? A
and C.
and C.
And also D because it is spelled.
It's not a word. It's not
yes.
a word actually. يعني هو عمل في الحروف كده لخبطه عشان ايه؟ بيعمل لك
مستر
spelling test. Yes.
هنروح لحمام بس هادي تاني.
Okay.
So it's actually B.
Yes. Okay, take care. اهو حاجه تانية اهو حاجه ناشونال تانية ايه؟ and singular. يبقى we can't choose plural. A and C is wrong. طب دي
Yes.
اصلا مش كلمه انجليزي اصلا خالص وغلط ان هو يعملها. دي مش انجليزي يا مرسي. الانجليزي اهو. Okay. 32. Engineer Zaina.
Do I read the sentence?
As you like. Tell me how you solve it. هل في حاجه ممكن نعملها elimination على طول لانها غلط اصلا؟
I think هو physically insistent moment it can't be itself أو يعني coded into itself يعني
طب
moment.
لا هي the first thing themselves engineer Zaina is wrong. مفيش حاجه اسمها themselves. قلنا اسمها themselves مش themselves يعني دي wrong completely. يبقى انا دلوقتي ما بين singular ولا plural الاول. فانت قلتي moment singular معنى كده I'm sorry moments دي صح؟ moments plural يبقى معنى كده itself و it wrong يبقى ناخد ايه؟ them. Okay, thank you. دكتور احمد 33.
Which of the following would be the most effective conclusion to the essay?
Okay, take care. نفس الكلام اللي جاء قبل كده في اخر question في الباراجراف في الباسج الثاني. الكونكلوجن to the essay. كان مارش زياد اللي بيجاوب عليها. وانا قلت لمارش زياد take care when he said the conclusion. Look, it's a paragraph or essay. Essay that means that you have to read the first paragraph and the last paragraph. Paragraph يبقى تقرا الباراجراف بس. طب هنا قال essay so we're gonna look to the first paragraph. Read the first paragraph.
Before the 1950, music defined its own circles, but at best only shaded the frame of popular American culture. Okay.
The birds of rock.
The birds of rock and roll forever changed that as larger and larger numbers of youth came, not only to identify with the music they were listening to, but to identify themselves by that music.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so here we're talking about the role of rock and roll. The role of rock and roll. Let's read the last paragraph. Yes, did the last paragraph, huh?
What is the suggest so is not that young people need music, but that youth itself is defined by music. Youth is experienced as an intense presence through an impatience for time to pass and regret that it is doing so. In a series of speeding, physically
insistent
moments that have nostalgia
coded into them. Okay, take care. We're talking about now the youth, okay, and the music. So let's find each one. Here he said music is something we can possess and make into our own as a means of locating ourselves in a larger social environment? لا, he doesn't talk about that. Yes, he mentioned music, but I talk about the relation in life. Music gives us a way of managing the relationship between our public and private emotional lives? No, it doesn't talk about the lives itself, the emotional lives. The social function of popular music, like Roland Rock, popular music, are in the creation of identity, yes, لأنه بتكون شخصية الشباب. The management of feeling, yes, and the organization of time, that was mentioned. Music emphasized the feeling of time because it helped us the social organization of youth. Yes, it was mentioned, but the main thing that was mentioned, all the word that was stated in the first paragraph and last paragraph is clear?
Okay, clear.
Okay. Marsha Ziad, 34.
Okay,
Why
so
the answer
government
is
okay. So government of developing countries occasionally enter into economic development agreements with foreign investors which provide capital and technological expertise that may not be readily available in such countries. Okay, so at the beginning, investors are people, so we use who?
excellent. So A and B is wrong. Investors, people. يبقى ازاي استخدم which؟ يبقى المفروض who. طب why C is wrong?
Okay, because agreements with foreign investors who provide capital at the beginning, like I think I have two reasons. The first reason, like in the meaning, it can be, and the second reason, that if we put a comma after investors, we like say that who provide capital is not essential for the.
Perfect. So here we're talking about that it's essential or not essential. Essential or not essential. And if you read this sentence, you will find that the part is essential. حاجة essential. Let's read it together. Governments of developing countries occasionally enter into economic development agreements with foreign investors. خلينا نشيل بقى الجملة اللي هي دي كلها. طب مين الانفسترز؟ ما دي مهم. يبقى who provide capital يبقى دي it's important, so we're not going to put it comma before who. Thank you.
So it's the
35. Dr. Hamza.
Yes.
35 Dr. Hamza. طبعا number one, you have a kind of words that is wrong. يعني ما فيش حاجة اسمها all together ولا حاجة اسمها all، ما هم الاثنين نفس الحاجة صح ولا أنا متهيألي؟ B and C wrong، حتى هو غلطان أهو. all together wrong. يبقى عندك all together or together. You have to decide now. So read the sentence. Dr. Hamza.
Yes, besides the normal economic risk that accompanies
such enterprises
and visitors face the additional risk that the host government may attempt unilaterally to change in its favor.
the terms of the agreement or even to terminate the agreement. ركز بقى، احنا دلوقتي we need to decide it's all together or together. خلي بالك ان all together it's adverb. all together adverb ومعناها completely بالكامل. together دي ايه بقى يا حمزة؟ ايه الفانكشن بتاعها؟ ايه الورد سبيتش بتاعها؟ together برضو معناها adverb برضو. together تيجي adverb يا حمزة، اوكي؟ وبتيجي برضو adjective، يعني تيجي الاثنين، لا adverb لا adjective. هنقول ان هي adverb بس معناها مع بعض، اوكي؟ طب هنا هنقول the agreement together مع بعض ولا the agreement all together completely؟ طبعا completely لان مفيش حد مع بعض. يعني لما نقول حمزه and زياد together، لكن all together زي ما قلنا completely. يبقى the right answer is A. clear دكتور حمزه؟
Yes.
اوكي thank you. دكتور جنى 36.
طيب هي بي غلط يا دكتور، عشان احنا المفروض وورلد ده سنجلر، فالمفروض ان هو يجي ابوستروف اس مش اس ابوستروف.
بيرفكت. طبعا مفيش حاجه اسمها word العوالم. تمام.
ايوه
طب احنا we need to decide now هل هناخد اللي بيها ذا ولا من غير الذا؟
هناخد اللي فيها زي، عشان احنا
طبعا
قلنا
عشان
بنقول
دي definite.
اه
تمام. يبقى كده هنشيل السي. طب هنكرر بقى هناخد اللي فيها apostrophe اس ولا ما فيهاش؟
هو احنا بنقول باي ذا وورلد ميجور ليجل
legal
سيستمز
systems.
وميجور ناون، فاحنا المفروض ناخد فيها ابوستروف اس، لان احنا بنقول وورلدز ميجور ليجل سيستم، ان احنا
اوكي systems
بنعرف
الناون،
الليجل سيستم.
السيستمز الناون major وليجل دول adjectives. فاحنا الافضل طبعا اللي عشان بس نبقى الناس عارفه ال 36 صح، واللي هي 36 ايه صح والدي صح. بس لو كان عشان احنا قلنا احنا بنتعامل مع راجل بيعمل ناشونال، بيعمل امتحانات ناشونال، فاحنا المفروض في الانترناشونال عندنا اما بيجي noun وبعد كده noun the first one we consider it as an adjective. فعادي تحطها حضرتك بأبوستروفي اس apostrophe، تحطها من غير اي شيء، هي خلاص we consider adjective. we consider it as an adjective. لكن لما يبقى مع امتحان الاي اس تي لا خد فيها apostrophe اس. تمام يا شباب؟ ليه دكتور جنى؟
تمام.
37. طبعا انا ما بقللش من الناس الناشونال، انا بس ان في سكيلز عندنا في الانترناشونال او امريكان سيستم المفروض ان التست مبني عليه، ما بجيبش من الحاجه الناشونال، لان الناشونال مبني على الايدنتيتي بتاعه الناشن. يعني احنا بنسميه ايه؟ ناشن. يعني مثلا انا في السعوديه فبسميه ناشونال كريكولم، يبقى مبني على المنهج السعودي. في مصر ناشونال كريكولم مبني على المنهج المصري، والمنهج المصري منهج سعودي، منهج كويتي، منهج عماني، منهج باكستاني. في الانجليش بيبقى موجود فيه حاجه اسمها dialects، بيبقى داخل فيه شويه حاجات interference متعلق بالبيئه بتاعتنا، فبيبعد خالص عن الامريكان. الامريكان بيور امريكان، امريكان بيور امريكان. تمام. ففي حاجات هنا بتبقى فعلا موجوده، وانا ليه بقول لكم ان دي حاجات دي ناشونال؟ لان درستها وانا في الثانويه العامه. لو سالتوا بابا وماما الناس اللي كانوا طبعا في جفرمنتال، انا كنت في جفرمنتال في حكومي طبعا وكان شرف ليا، فهيقول لك دي القواعد دي كنا بندرسها. كان المدرس على طول ما بيدرسش ولا فوكاب ولا اي حاجه، ما كناش بنعرف نقرا انجليزي اصلا. كان المشكله عندنا ان انت ازاي تكون جمله، يعني احنا عشان كده بيقول لك المصريين اساتذه جرامر، لكن المشكله عندنا في الامريكان اتس نوت ا واي اوف جرامر، اسمه رايتنج. يعني مش اهم حاجه عندي الجرامر، انا اهم حاجه how to use the grammar rules to give me a meaning. تمام يا شباب؟ عشان مش حد يقول ان انا مثلا كل شويه اقول ناشونال بتريق عليهم، لا بالعكس، في منهم بيطلع دكاتره وناس كبار وانا طالع منهم. اوكي 37 بايلوت كريم.
Okay. They assert that under the theory of administrative contracts, a government retains inherent power to change or finish its own contract, and that this power indeed constitutes a general principle of law.
Okay.
Okay.
First, number one, because these verbs, we have to look at the verbs, okay? We have the first one retained in the past, is retaining present continuous and it's singular. Retaining is not a verb at all. ولازم نقرر احنا عاوزين verb ولا لا. Retains present but it's singular. Let's decide first. We need a verb or not? Pilot Kareem. He said they assert subject verb that under the theory of administrative contracts, okay, a government لان دي dependent, so I need subject and verb. Government is the subject where the verb يبقى مش هاخد retaining.
Okay.
نكرر بقى نشوف السنس اللي قبلها. assert in the present و government singular، يبقى انا هاخد verb in the present and singular.
Yes, which is the
clear pilot كريم؟
yes.
Okay. Engineer Taha, you return back or still? Pilot Engineer Taha. ده انجينير طه شكله كده راح خالص. طه hello. انجينير طه.
Yes.
Where are you?
Yes, mister.
Where are you? We passed through your
Okay.
question twice.
The internet is lagging.
Okay. May you tell me the answer for this one? This actually vocab. I need something which word choice best maintain the tone established in the paragraph. May you read, please? The carry said the paragraph. I need something that give use regarding to the paragraph. Huh? You can read the sentence.
Okay. They assert that under the theory of administrative contracts of government retained inherent power to change or finish its own contract, so that this power indeed constitutes a general principle of law.
The care, he said and, comma and he said constitutes a general principle of law. Constitutes a general principle of law. Okay?
So it should have the same meaning.
تمام. خلي بالك برضو ان انا عاوز اخد سنتنس قبلها بس عشان افهم المعنى بتاع they assert that under the theory of administrative contracts. فبيقول ايه؟ however advocates of government's freedom to amend or repeal such agreements يعني يوافق او يلغي argue that these agreements fall within a special class of contracts known as administrative contracts اللي هو ذكرهم هنا. A concept that originates in French law. طب تمام. وانا عاوز اعمل constitute a general principle of law. طب ما تشينج تمشي. تشينج تمشي بس مش يعني تشينج وفينش تمشي بس it's informal language. يعني لو في حاجه احسن منهم formal هتبقى افضل. soften or discontinue لا مفيش لو بيتعمل له soften. مفيش لو بيتعمل له soften. modify معناها change وterminate معناها finish بس ده الفورمال. clear؟
Yes,
ده الفورمال. very يختلف and commence يبدأ. لا هو مش يبدأ هو بينهي يلغي. commence معناها start or begin. يبقى الانسر is
C.
Thank you. Engineer Zainab 39. At first, Engineer Zainab, at first, and 39, because we have to look now at all of them. Take care that enter here can be noun or verb. Entering noun, entered verb. Entrance noun. طب أنا عاوز أعرف هاخد verb ولا noun. ممكن نقرأ؟
Some contracts are designed as an administrative. Designated as administrative by specific statute, in which case the contractor is made aware of the applicable legal rules upon.
No, thank you. لحظة بس. Upon is a preposition. يبقى أنا مش عاوز verb خالص صح؟
Yes.
لأن الأوبجكت preposition must be a noun ومفيش verb بيجي بعد preposition. يبقى إما enter ركزي لا إما enter لا entering لا entrance. طيب upon عاوز الأوبجكت preposition هتبقى إيه بقى؟
Entering. Upon entering into agreement.
Entering into agreement. ليه مش entrance؟ لأن entrance معناها مدخل وenter نفس المعنى بمدخل لكن entering to enter to something upon entering is better with the ing. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna stop on that part because some people they have after 10 minutes a session. The other 4 I write the analysis for them. If you have any question regarding for them just send it to me private. Any questions?
Thank you, Miss.
دكتور احنا هنحل الريدنج بتاع التست ده بكره
ان شاء الله.
تمام